My beloved child, listen to me carefully, because what I'm about to reveal will shake your very heart. There is someone so close, someone you trusted without a second thought, who has been quietly draining your soul, your energy, and your blessings. You see their smile, you hear their words, but behind those eyes lies a hidden plan to take everything from you. They are not showing you their true face, because their mask is strong, crafted to look like love, loyalty, and care. But the reality is darker, filled with selfishness and manipulation that you never imagined. You've been carrying them on your back, while they only tighten the chains to keep you in place. The innocence inside you made you blind to their moves. You thought their presence was protection, but secretly, it has become a trap designed to hold you down. Even now, while you are reading this, they are planning their next step, one more attempt to use your kindness for their own gain. This is not just about material things, my child. It's deeper than that. They are draining your emotions, twisting your love, and reshaping your destiny into something they control. And yet, you never notice the red flags, because your heart is pure, because you always wanted to see the good in them. The truth is, they've watched you rise, they've seen your potential, and instead of celebrating you, they've chosen to chain you. Each day, their false words slip into your mind like poison, making you believe you're weak without them. But you are not weak, you are powerful, and soon, the mask they wear will shatter. Think back to the moments when your gut told you something was wrong. Those uneasy silences, those unexplained actions, those nights you couldn't sleep because your spirit felt heavy. That was not coincidence. That was the universe whispering the truth to you. This person close to you has been rehearsing their game for far too long. They've mastered the art of pretending, while in reality, they were plotting, calculating, and using you as their stepping stone. But the end of their performance is coming, and the curtain is about to fall. The shocking part, my child, is that you won't even believe the level of betrayal until you see it unfold with your own eyes. And that moment is closer than you think, closer than tomorrow, closer than the next conversation. You are standing on the edge of revelation. Heaven has already seen their cruelty, and divine forces are aligning to expose the truth. When it comes out, it will cut like fire, but it will also free you like never before. The very chains they forged to keep you trapped will break. The lies they planted will return to choke them. And the same doors they tried to lock for you will swing wide open in your favor. Remember this, your kindness is your strength, but it is not meant to be abused. You were chosen to rise higher, not to be kept down by the weight of a false companion. The time has come to lift your head and recognize who is truly for you, and who is secretly against you. So hold strong, my beloved child. The truth will hurt, but it will also heal. It will end the cycle of manipulation and open a path of light, where only genuine love and blessings will follow you. Sparkles, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Sparkles. My beloved child, the story is not finished yet, because the darkness they built around you is deeper than you realized. This person, who walks beside you, smiles at you, and pretends to care, has been secretly feeding on your light. Every time you trusted them, every time you leaned on them, they quietly pulled strings to keep you under their control. The painful truth is, they never saw you as equal, they saw you as a source. A source of energy, blessings, opportunities, and love that they couldn't generate themselves. Your innocence became their greatest weapon, and they have been sharpening it against you for so long. Think carefully, my child. How many times did they come close to you only when they needed something? How many times did their affection feel different, like it disappeared the moment they got what they wanted? Those weren't coincidences, those were signs. And now, the hour is coming where their plan will no longer stay hidden. The mask is slipping, the cracks are showing, and soon, the truth will strike you like lightning in the middle of a storm. There is an unseen force protecting you right now, pulling back the curtain on everything they tried to hide. Their whispers of false loyalty are about to echo back against them. The things they spoke behind your back, the deals they made in your absence, all of it will come out into the light. Your soul already feels the shift. That uneasy pressure you've been sensing, the sudden heaviness in your chest when they're near, it is not your imagination. It is your spirit crying out, warning you that their intentions are far from pure. They've used your silence as permission, your kindness as weakness, and your love as a blindfold. But heaven cannot allow this to go on any longer. The breaking point has arrived, and soon, their own trap will close around them instead. When it happens, my beloved child, don't be shocked by their tears or their begging. Remember, those tears are not for you, they are for themselves, for the loss of control they will no longer have over your life. The betrayal will feel heavy, but after the storm comes peace. You will finally see how much energy they drained from you, how many blessings they blocked, how many dreams they tied down just to keep you small. And when you step free, everything that was delayed will rush toward you. Your destiny will no longer be chained to their lies. The blessings meant for you will find you faster, the miracles that were delayed will finally touch your hands. And the very person who used you will be left behind, powerless and exposed. This is why you must not give up now. The moment of revelation is not meant to break you, it is meant to deliver you. You are not losing anything, you are only being released from what was never meant to stay. The storm is not punishment, my child. The storm is justice. The storm is protection. And when it clears, you will rise with more strength, more clarity, and more love than ever before. My beloved child, you must understand, this is not just an ordinary betrayal. The person close to you has carefully studied you, your heart, your patterns, your every move. They know where you are strong, and they know exactly where you are vulnerable. They position themselves like a friend, like family, like someone who would protect you, but in truth, they were laying a trap brick by brick. Every sweet word they whispered was a thread, and those threads became a web. You thought it was love, you thought it was loyalty, but in reality, it was a net to keep you under control. The saddest part is that you gave them everything: trust, patience, love, and forgiveness. You overlooked their mistakes, you excused their behavior, because your soul wanted to believe in goodness. But while you were giving them light, they were quietly feeding on you, keeping you tired, distracted, and weakened. This is why your progress felt delayed, why your blessings sometimes seemed blocked, why your spirit often felt heavy. It wasn't bad luck, it was their hand holding you down so they could climb higher using your strength. The divine eyes have seen it all, my child. Every tear you cried when you felt unappreciated, every moment of doubt when you wondered why you felt drained, all of it has been recorded in heaven. And now, the heavens are shifting to bring the truth into your hands. When the truth comes, it will not be gentle, it will strike like thunder. The conversations you weren't meant to hear, the actions they tried to hide, the schemes they thought would remain secret, everything is about to be revealed. And in that moment, you will realize they never had real power over you. It was only borrowed power, taken from your kindness. Without you, they are nothing. Without your light, they collapse into shadows. So don't be afraid of what's coming. The exposure is not to destroy you, it is to free you. The betrayal is not your ending, it is their downfall. Soon, you will look back and see how blind you were, how much you tolerated, and you will be shocked at the strength you had to endure it all. But you will also be grateful, because the truth will separate you from the one who tried to destroy you silently. You will see their desperation when they realize they can no longer use you. You will hear their excuses, their begging, their lies reshaped into new stories. But remember, my beloved child, the mask has already fallen. Once the truth is revealed, you cannot go back to the illusion. And this is where your freedom begins. You will walk lighter, dream bigger, and achieve faster. The delays will break, the blockages will lift, and blessings will flow again into your hands. The divine is restoring what was stolen from you, multiplying what was taken, and preparing a season of miracles that no one can block again. This is your turning point, my child. Don't fear it. Embrace it. The truth may sting at first, but it is the key that will unlock the life you were always meant to live. My beloved child, the time for illusions is over. The very person who smiled in your face and whispered comfort into your ears has been laughing behind your back. They never wanted you free, they never wanted you strong, they only wanted you trapped so they could continue to pull from your blessings. Every gift that should have reached you, they tried to intercept. Every door that was opening for you, they quietly pushed closed, all while pretending to guide you. They dressed their greed in fake concern, and their envy in false advice, and because of your innocence, you accepted it without suspicion. But listen carefully, this season is different. The universe itself is rising to expose them. The whispers they made in darkness are now echoing louder, and you will soon hear the proof with your own ears. The very same people they deceived will begin to speak the truth. The lies they spun will unravel thread by thread, until nothing remains of their false image. They cannot hide anymore, for divine light is falling directly upon them. Your spirit has always sensed something, even when your mind couldn't explain it. That sudden uneasiness around them, the unexplained heaviness in your chest, the moments when their words didn't match their actions, all of that was your inner compass warning you. They thought they could outsmart destiny, but no one can trick what is written by heaven. Their plan is about to collapse, and the same energy they used against you will now turn on them. They will be forced to watch as your blessings return to you with double force. They will see doors open for you that they tried to close. They will see you rise higher than they ever imagined, and it will crush them, because without you, they have no source of power left. Remember, my child, what is coming may feel like chaos at first, but it is divine justice. The storm is not against you, it is for you. It is shaking loose every false bond and burning away every hidden chain. In the days ahead, you will notice their desperation increase. They will call more often, they will act more concerned, they will even try to gift you things to buy back your trust. But don't be deceived. Those actions are not love, they are fear. Fear of losing the control they once held over your life. When you see their mask crumble, stand firm. Don't allow their tears or excuses to pull you back into the trap. For too long, you carried someone who only weighed you down, and heaven says now is the time to let go. This is your season of release. This is your moment of clarity. The hidden enemy dressed as a friend is being exposed, and when the truth shines, you will walk free like never before. My beloved child, take this as your sign. Your strength is returning, your blessings are aligning, and your destiny is untouchable. No one who uses you will succeed again. The story they wrote about you ends here, and a new chapter begins. My beloved child, the danger was never far from you, it was sitting beside you, laughing with you, and pretending to care. This person knew how soft your heart was, and they used it like a weapon. They studied your compassion, your forgiveness, your patience, and they turned those blessings into tools to trap you further. But now, the mask they wear has begun to break. The cracks are showing, and no matter how hard they try to hide, truth always bleeds through. Soon, you will hear words slip out of their mouth that will shock you. Words they never meant for you to hear. Your soul has already been restless, sensing that something isn't right. That constant fatigue, those sudden waves of sadness, were not natural, they were the weight of their energy pulling you down. They wrapped their chains around your joy, but you are about to break free. This revelation will not come gently. It will come like a storm at night, sudden and impossible to ignore. And when it does, everything you once believed about this person will shatter, and you will finally see who they truly are. Do not fear what is coming, my child, because the truth will hurt but it will also heal. This is the moment you've been waiting for, even if you didn't know it. The moment when heaven decides enough is enough and delivers you from manipulation. They thought you would never wake up, that you would remain blind forever. But you were never blind, you were patient. And now that patience has ended. You will see their betrayal with your own eyes, and no amount of excuses will change what is revealed. Be prepared for their reaction, because once the mask falls, they will panic. They will try to turn the story around, to paint themselves as the victim, to make you feel guilty for walking away. But don't be moved. You owe them nothing. This is your moment to rise. This is your moment to take back your power. And when you do, the chains they used to hold you will break, never to bind you again. Heaven is sending you signs everywhere, pay attention. The dreams you've been having, the sudden thoughts that cross your mind, even the strange feelings you get when they are near. These are not random. They are warnings. They are reminders that you are being watched over. You are not alone in this fight. Every hidden act of betrayal has been seen by divine eyes, and every wound you suffered in silence is about to be repaid with blessings. What was stolen will be restored. What was delayed will be released. The person who used you thought they had won, but they forgot something important. Innocence always wins in the end. Purity is stronger than deception. And truth is stronger than lies. My beloved child, prepare yourself. The days of being drained are ending. The days of carrying someone else's darkness are over. This is the beginning of freedom, and nothing will stop it now. Sparkles, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Sparkles. My beloved child, the hour of unveiling is closer than you think. This person, who has wrapped themselves so tightly around your life, believed they could keep the truth hidden forever. But destiny has other plans, and their shadow can no longer escape the light that is breaking through. Every lie they told is about to echo back against them. Every secret deal they made, every false story they spread, every smile that hid a dagger, soon, it will all come crashing down. They thought your innocence made you blind, but heaven made sure nothing escapes justice. You must stay calm, for their downfall will be loud. Their world will begin to shake, their excuses will grow desperate, and their control will start to slip through their fingers. They will look to you with fear in their eyes, because they know that once you see the truth, their grip on you is finished. And when that moment comes, you will finally understand why you felt heavy all this time. It wasn't your fault, my child, it was their weight pressing against your soul. Their plans were clever, but not clever enough to outrun the divine. They thought they were smart by using your kindness as a ladder, climbing higher by stepping on your back. But the higher they climbed on lies, the harder their fall will be when truth strikes. The chains you carried are breaking one by one. You can already feel it, can't you? That small spark of strength returning, that tiny flame inside you growing again. That is the sign, they are losing their grip, and you are stepping into freedom. They will try one last time, my child. One final performance to trick you into believing in them again. They will dress their lies in tears, in promises, in desperate gestures of kindness. But don't be fooled, the heart that betrayed you once will betray again. Stand firm. Stand strong. Because heaven is on your side, and their final act cannot succeed. The world around you is aligning to restore what they stole. Opportunities they blocked are being reopened. Blessings they tried to hold back are being released. The very things they whispered would never happen for you are the things that will arrive first. And when they see it, they will break. They will realize they no longer have power, and they will be forced to face the emptiness of their own actions. Their manipulation will turn against them, and the same trap they built for you will close in on their own lives. This is divine reversal, my beloved child. The one who used you will be exposed, and the one who stayed innocent will be lifted. This is the way of justice, and no hand can stop it now. You will not only be free, you will be blessed beyond what they ever imagined. You will rise so high that even those who once looked down on you will be forced to look up in awe. My beloved child, what you are about to witness will feel like a storm tearing through everything you thought was stable. The mask they wear is fragile now, and no matter how hard they cling to it, it is crumbling piece by piece. You will see their nervous eyes, their trembling hands, their sudden change in tone, and you will know, the truth is no longer hidden. This person once believed they could control you forever. They thought your innocence was a shield they could hide behind, that your silence was a cage they could lock you in. But the divine has decided otherwise. The silence is breaking, and your voice is returning with unstoppable power. You may notice strange shifts around you already. Conversations that expose them, sudden confessions from others, and doors opening that were once closed. These are not coincidences. These are divine signs that your freedom is unfolding right in front of you. And as you step into clarity, they will step into chaos. Their carefully crafted lies will collapse under their own weight, and they will finally be seen for who they truly are. Do not let their tears confuse you. They will cry, but those tears will not be for you. They will be for themselves, for the empire of deceit they built that is now collapsing into dust. They will beg, they will plead, but remember, they are not mourning the loss of your love, they are mourning the loss of their control. You are stronger now than you have ever been. The heaviness you once carried is lifting, and the fog is clearing. This is the moment you begin to see how powerful you truly are. Every blessing they tried to block is on its way to you. Every miracle they delayed is now rushing forward with divine speed. You will stand in awe as doors open without effort, as opportunities find you, as love and abundance surround you. This is your breakthrough, my child. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now. They underestimated the resilience of your soul. They thought you would collapse under the weight of their manipulation, but instead, you endured. And because you endured, heaven has marked you for restoration beyond measure. Their downfall will be your deliverance. Their exposure will be your elevation. Their loss will be your gain. That is the law of divine justice, and it cannot be broken. Remember, innocence is never weakness. It is purity. It is strength. And when the pure heart is attacked, the divine always steps in to protect it. That protection is upon you now, wrapping around you like a shield of light. My beloved child, prepare yourself. Not only for the exposure of their lies, but for the flood of blessings that will follow. Your story is about to change, and nothing will ever be the same again. Sparkles, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Sparkles. My beloved child, cracks are widening in the wall they built around you and light is slipping through like morning after a long storm. You are seeing patterns that were once invisible, the same lines repeated in different scenes, the same excuses wrapped in new words. Your spirit is quietly nodding because the truth matches the feeling you carried for so long. A sign appears when they speak too fast, when their story changes mid-sentence, when their eyes shift at the mention of a name. Another sign is the weight you feel after meeting them, as if a bright room was dimmed by a hand over the switch. The final sign is relief when they leave, a soft breath your soul releases because the pressure has stepped out of the door. They believed they could pace your hope like a leash, feeding you crumbs of comfort whenever you tried to run. They stepped in front of your blessings with a smile, then told you timing was wrong when the timing had been pushed by their hand. You kept forgiving because love is your language, and they kept calculating because gain is theirs. The divine ledger is open and every hidden withdrawal from your heart is recorded without missing a single dot. The universe is returning interest on your pain with a rate no deceiver can calculate. Restoration is not a word anymore, it is an approaching footstep that even walls can hear. You are being escorted out of a room where the air no longer belongs to you. The doorknob turns and your name fits the key perfectly because your freedom was forged for this moment. The hall outside is brighter than you remember, and your pace is steady like a drum that never needed permission to play. They will look for you in the old corridor where they always found you waiting. They will not see you because you have already crossed to a level where their voice cannot travel. The silence you hold is not coldness, it is protection sealing shut the places they once reached. You will watch the collapse without bitterness because bitterness would try to stitch a thread between you again. The thread is cut and the scissors are made of light that does not rust. Your hands are empty of burden and ready to carry only what was always meant for you. The circle around you is changing shape in quiet geometry. Those who love without agenda are stepping closer with gentle steps. Those who feed on your light are drifting backward, unable to breathe in air that is finally honest. Be careful. You are innocent, but this person close to you is using you to the extent and. Part 9. My beloved child, your boundaries are rising like clean white walls that sunlight enjoys. Each wall has a gate, and your discernment is the gatekeeper who never sleeps. Love still flows through, but it enters in truth and leaves in gratitude. Remove the objects that carry their shadow from your table and your pocket. Clear the notes that kept you circling around their chaos like a clock trapped at 1 hour. Your space becomes lighter when you choose only what loves you back. Your phone becomes a sanctuary when your thumb refuses to reopen old wounds. Your calendar becomes a promise when the hours they stole return to your craft, your learning, your peace. Your mirror becomes an ally when your eyes see a person who no longer bargains with pain. You are not running away, you are walking home. You are not abandoning, you are choosing alignment. You are not hard-hearted, you are finally faithful to the dream placed inside you before any actor entered your stage. Opportunities arrive like letters stamped with your true address. A call leads to a room where your work is honored without tricks. A message opens the path to a face that smiles without taking from your plate. The rhythm of your days steadies like ocean on a windless evening. Sleep lands softly because your mind is not wrestling invisible hands. Morning greets you with ideas that stretch their arms toward real outcomes. Gratitude starts to live in your pocket like a warm stone you can touch. Confidence returns to your posture without noise or performance. Joy becomes practical like water, present in small sips and long rivers. Be careful. You are innocent, but this person close to you is using you to the extent and. Part 10. My beloved child, the reveal arrives quietly at first, then all at once. A phrase is repeated by 2 different mouths and the puzzle locks into place. The scene freezes for a breath and your soul nods because it always knew. They reach for the old script, but the pages crumble in their hands. They try the old doorway, but the hinges have been replaced with truth. They attempt the old spell, but your light no longer obeys their voice. You do not argue because argument feeds the fire that kept you burnt. You do not explain because explanation would pay rent in a house you have vacated. You do not announce your freedom because freedom is visible without words. You walk forward with calm steps that sound like a verdict. You carry your name like a banner that does not tear in wind. You place your heart back in your chest where it beats its own tempo without borrowed timing. Blessings begin to arrive with a beautiful lack of drama. An opening that once stalled invites you in with certainty. A handshake affirms what your spirit predicted in quiet hours. The one who used you watches from a distance where echoes distort and mirrors refuse to flatter. Their lesson is not your responsibility, their repair is not your assignment. Your only work is to live in the wideness that was written for you since the first morning. You close this chapter without hatred so your hands can open the next. You gather your focus like wheat and store it where moths do not visit. You breathe the kind of breath that ends a season and begins a life. The horizon answers with welcome because it recognizes your stride. The path ahead carries your imprint like wet clay receiving a pattern. The sky agrees with you in a color that refuses to fade.